What is up, guys? My name is BobaTalks and welcome to my Westworld Season 2, Episode 2 trailer breakdown. Now, if you're new to this channel and you don't know what I do normally with my trailer breakdowns, I react to them and I watch them and then I break them down. But I watch it along with you guys because I haven't seen this trailer. This is all new to me, and then I give you my post-immediate thoughts. Obviously, I'm covering Westworld, so be sure to subscribe for more Westworld videos, including, you know, top 10 key moments and, you know, kind of reviews at the same time / breakdowns, as well as these trailer breakdowns. So I'm really excited to see this. Obviously this season is crazy with the revolt and more things happening every episode with different timelines. So God, what is this trailer going to show? But other than that, everybody, go ahead and like this video if you do end up enjoying it. And apart from that, let's get into this trailer breakdown. Every time, it never lands on the air.
The world out there is marked by survival. By a kind who refuses to die.
They're coming back from the 600 to 800 people.
Shouldn't we too try to survive?
Is that modern Bernard? Present Bernard with present Dolores, I wonder. Oh, we got the Indians coming. Hello, Hector. Man, this could be a full-on revolt. I love it.
The truth is, we don't all deserve to make it.
Wow. Oh, what? No, I did not expect that little bit tease with that tiger. Wow. Okay, so not as much as I thought would be included in this trailer, but still quite a few teasers. But nevertheless, a really cool trailer. Man, I love this show. If you're not watching this show, guys, and for some reason you're watching this video without watching this show, what are you doing? What do you do? Now, I love the opening lines Dolores seems to be speaking to Bernard about. I don't believe that's Arnold. I honestly think, well, it's obviously, I think it is the modern Bernard because talking to Dolores, mainly because she's obviously talking about the outside world being, you know, marked by survival, and shouldn't they too try to survive? And that is basically the whole premise kind of this season, is that these guys, these robots, these hosts, these whatever you want to call them, do have kind of rights too, because they are technically, living beings now who aren't just to be poked at for fun by guests in very diabolical ways when they come to the park. Yeah, now they all remember every memory. It's just horrible. But anyway, the first shot we also see is of, it looks like the railway into Westworld, out of the park or in the park, whatever way you want to look at it. But it seems to be smoke there. So I'm thinking they're trying to cut off the main line into Westworld, perhaps Dolores and the rebellion, just to stop the 600 to 800 people coming in. You know, I say 600 to 800 because that is what the tech who they were torturing with that white gloop said. So I'm thinking this is possibly a way to stop these guys that we see in the next few clips coming in. But obviously there are going to still be multiple ways of coming in the park. But we see that, you know, the humans, shall I just say, are coming in full force. We see them coming in on buggies. We see them coming in with assault rifles, you know, jackets. They're getting serious. But I just want to skip to that scene where we see Dolores just shooting. I mean, you hear that little almost, you know, hit the body. God, it just reminds me, it's like you're going up against robots. I know they die, they're kind of designed to die, kind of like humans in a way, you know, when they get shot in their head, but body shots will not screw Dolores or any of the others over. Now, the next couple of scenes we see is of Angela and, well, just the people they've already got rallied, the hosts they've got rallied, holding their guns up to some kind of building. Now, this could be any building in Westworld. I'm wondering if they're just trying to recruit more people, and this is more hosts just being like, no, we don't want to join until Dolores basically shows how powerful she is and why they should revolt against the humans and stuff like that. So I'm wondering if these are just more actual humans or more hosts. We'll have to wait and see. We see Bernard talking to Dolores, and you could argue, is this the present day Bernard, you know, who's with the team that landed to try and investigate what's going on with Dolores? You could argue maybe they're hoisted up in that room. That would be interesting, and that is when, after all the events in this scene showing on screen right now happens, Dolores could be talking to Bernard. But I don't necessarily think that will happen because, you know, Bernard in this season, even though he's a host and he's, you know, he didn't realize he was a host until now all of a sudden he's a host, is probably the most humanized host. I think he's honestly going to be choosing, do I support the hosts, or do I stop what I kind of created? Because he is, for all intents and purposes, Arnold, which is what leads the grand theories out there right now of, did he actually kill all the hosts in the lake? Is he responsible because he doesn't, Westworld was meant to be a place of beauty and stuff like that, but obviously it didn't get used for the right reasons. It didn't fulfill Arnold's vision. So Bernard can now be trying to destroy it all, and in this scene here that we see, it's just like, is seeing Dolores, whenever this is, not necessarily to do with the bar scene where we see all the hosts lined up with their guns with Angela, is he, regardless of what scene this is, whenever Dolores talks to Bernard, is this going to be a defining moment where he's just like, I'm going to help the human side? Because look at Dolores, look at the Wyatt side of her, even though I think it's justified, and a lot of us are obviously rooting for the hosts revolting, he might think, I need to stop this, and that's what might lead to the season finale with the second timeline 2 weeks from now, 2 weeks from the present, if that makes any sense. The timeliney stuff is a bit trippy. Now we see more Indians coming. Now this is going to be very interesting, and obviously we got the tiger at the end coming. I think stuff is getting bled through from other parks, or just other segregated parts are coming in. It's just going to be brilliant. I cannot wait for the samurai stuff as well. We don't see any of that in this trailer. I don't know if we'll get any of that in this episode, because I want to talk about Hector. We see Hector here, and obviously he is with Maeve, and they are looking for Maeve's daughter. Now, skipping forward a couple scenes, we get another shot of Maeve with Hector in the background, and it looks like Ash is floating around, and she's kind of looking up at something in wonder. I don't know if she's mega upset there. I can't really fully tell, but one theory could be that she's got to the destination of where her old narrative used to be with her daughter, and it's kind of just burnt down. But I don't believe that would be conveniently burned down, or ironically burned down just as she arrives. We see some other people in the background, and they seem to be in, like, I don't know, it looks like they're in kind of white clothing, so I'm wondering, are they kind of the human techs, some more human techs? I don't know. I'm definitely intrigued as to why it looks like Ash is in around this area. However, it could also be snow, and we saw Maeve in the trailer as well, heading towards the samurai land. So maybe she is getting, I don't know, there's so many ideas you can float around the place, because I don't know, these trailers didn't give us too much, but what we do know is she's heading for her daughter, so wherever she is, she's getting closer. Now I absolutely love this next shot of the humans basically versus the hosts. We got the new guys coming in the park going full force like we saw at the beginning of the trailer, and then we see barricaded hosts just going at each other, and I think it's absolutely fantastic, and I think this is just a small taste of what we've got to come with this fully fledged war. And then apart from that tiger shot, we get this last shot here of Dolores walking out with a revolver, getting shot as well, and I just love how the thing about hosts obviously is they're not actually, it doesn't matter if they too much get shot, apart from maybe some of that fluid leaking out, that kind of keeps their body going. But yeah, very interesting as to what's going on here. You can't really make out too much where she is. I've got a feeling that this could be potentially before or after the shot we see of all those humans going against the hosts just a couple of seconds ago. Maybe she's finishing one or two of them off. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But then check this tiger out, guys. Could this be the tiger that is seen dead in the present future, if that makes sense? We got the scene in episode 1 of Bernard looking at that tiger and then looking at the lake afterwards, but that was set, I think, in a couple weeks in the future than the present timeline we've got with Dolores, as to what we saw her shooting with that revolver just a second ago. So this could actually be the very tiger. I mean, obviously, I think they would have designed more than one tiger, but it'd be kind of interesting, and I think that's what they try and fit around with these different timelines, that this could be the very tiger that is doing, it was like, how did it wind up all the way over here? That is not supposed to be over here. So that would be pretty cool if this is the very tiger that somehow ends up way out of where it should be. But that is it, everybody. That is the trailer. I think the most excited thing I'm looking forward to, or the thing that excites me the most, is those guys coming on the buggies, with full assault rifles, getting ready to take down the hosts, and Dolores and Teddy really trying to gear up for what is about to come, the war that is coming ahead. I think, obviously, this is only episode 3, and we've got a lot of the way to go in terms of this war, but still, this is the beginning stages, and I can't wait to see what happens in that fight. We saw that standoff between basically the guys walking towards them, and then the host just, with their old-fashioned kind of rifles going at them. The one advantage, obviously, the hosts have is that they can take a few more bullets than the guys the other end. So, yeah, let me know your favorite moments from this trailer in the comments below, guys. Let me know what you're most hyped for. Other than that, if you enjoyed this video, I'd really appreciate it if you hit that like button. It really does show your support for the channel. And if you're new to this channel and you want to see more videos like this on Westworld, why not hit that subscribe button and turn the notifications on so you can get notified on every single video I upload. I do want to say thank you to each and every one of my patrons popping up on the screen around here. If you're curious as to what my Patreon offers or what even is Patreon, check out the link at the top of my description. And yeah, just thank you so much for checking it out. And you know, regardless of if you pledge or not, just yeah, thank you so much. I do have social media, I do have a Discord server, all the other links are in the description, guys. But apart from that, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.